Om Swastiastu. Good afternoon, everybody. How are you? I hope you in good condition, and so do I. Yeah, good afternoon too. Let me.
Good afternoon, Mr.
My name is Pepe Puja Pangestu, and I will going to be your teacher now. Today, we are going to have a class about independent clause and dependent clause. And I will inform you that I will explain that material in two languages, in Bahasa and in English. So, give attention, please. Okay. Next. Wait a minute. Okay, independent clause and dependent clause. Independent clause and dependent clause are the building blocks of sentences. A single dependent clause can be a sentence by itself. However, dependent clauses are used to make sentences more complete and more interesting. Using conjunction and proper punctuation, dependent and independent clause can be joined together to create interesting and complex compound sentences that are fun and engaging to read. Okay, so in bahasa, independent and dependent clausa. Klausa independen dan dependent adalah blok bangunan kalimat. Sebuah klausa independen tunggal dapat menjadi kalimat dengan sendirinya. Namun, klausa dependen digunakan untuk membuat kalimat lebih lengkap dan lebih menarik. Menggunakan konjungsi dan tanda baca yang tepat, klausa dependen dan independen dapat digabungkan untuk membuat kalimat majemuk yang menarik dan kompleks, yang menyenangkan dan menarik untuk dibaca. So next, the definition of independent clause. An independent clause is a clause that can stand on its own by itself. It does not need to be joined to any other clause because it contains all the information necessary to be a complete sentence. Independent clause have three components, and they are: one, they have a subject. They tell the reader what the sentence is about. Number two, they have an action or predicate. They tell the reader what the subject is doing. And the last, they express a complete thought. Something happened or was said. And in bahasa, klausa independen ditetapkan, klausa bebas adalah klausa yang dapat berdiri sendiri dengan sendirinya. Itu tidak perlu digabungkan dengan klausa lain karena mengandung semua informasi yang diperlukan untuk menjadi kalimat yang lengkap. Klausa independen memiliki tiga komponen. Yang pertama, mereka memiliki subjek. Mereka memberitahu pembaca tentang apa kalimat itu. Nomor dua, mereka memiliki tindakan atau predikat. Mereka memberitahu pembaca apa yang dilakukan subjek. Yang nomor tiga, mereka mengungkapkan pemikiran yang lengkap sesuatu terjadi atau dikatakan. An independent clause can be as simple as a subject and a verb. And for example, James read. James is the subject, read is the action or verb. A complete "the" was expressed, something was said, and the reader now knows that Jim likes to read. In bahasa, klausa independen bisa sesederhana subjek dan kata kerja. Contohnya, Jim membaca. Jim adalah subjeknya, membaca adalah tindakan atau kata kerja. Sebuah pemikiran lengkap diungkapkan, sesuatu dikatakan, dan pembaca sekarang tahu bahwa Jim suka membaca. Independent clause can also be joined to other independent clause if the independent clause are related. However, they must be joined using the proper punctuation. For example, Jim read a book. He really enjoyed the book. The first clause is an independent clause. Jim is the subject, reading is the action, and the book is the object. The second clause is an independent clause. He is the subject, enjoyment is the action, and the book is the object. The independent clauses are related, so they can be joined to create a complex sentence. They are correctly joined by a semicolon. In bahasa, klausa independen juga dapat digabungkan dengan klausa independen lainnya. Jika klausa independen terkait, namun mereka harus digabungkan menggunakan tanda baca yang tepat. Contohnya, Jim membaca buku. Dia sangat menikmati buku itu. Klausa pertama merupakan klausa bebas. Jim adalah subjeknya. Membaca adalah tindakannya, dan buku adalah objeknya. Klausa kedua adalah klausa bebas. Dia adalah subjeknya, kenikmatan adalah tindakannya, dan buku adalah objeknya. Klausa independen saling terkait, sehingga mereka dapat digabungkan untuk membuat kalimat yang kompleks. Mereka digabungkan dengan benar oleh titik koma. For example, Jim read a book. He really enjoyed the book. Again, we have two independent clauses, but the independent clauses are not joined properly. When two independent clauses are joined only by a comma, it is a grammatical error called a comma splice. Independent clauses can be quite complex, but the important thing to remember is that they stand on their and make sense alone. In bahasa, Jim membaca buku. Dia sangat menikmati buku itu. Sekali lagi, kami memiliki dua klausa independen, tetapi klausa independen tidak digabungkan dengan benar. Ketika dua klausa independen hanya digabungkan dengan koma, itu adalah kesalahan tata bahasa yang disebut comma splice. Klausa independen bisa sangat kompleks, tetapi yang penting untuk diingat adalah mereka berdiri sendiri dan masuk akal sendiri. Okay, we move to second material. It's about dependent clause define. A dependent clause is a clause that does not express a complete truth. A clause can be dependent because of the presence of a marker word in the blanket before, after, because, since, in order to, although, to, whenever, wherever, whether, while, even though, even if. And number 2, conjunction. And there is consist, and, or, nor, but, yet. Dependent clause must be joined to another clause in order to avoid creating a sentence fragment. In bahasa, klausa dependent didefinisikan klausa yang tidak mengungkapkan pemikiran yang lengkap. Sebuah klausa dapat bergantung karena adanya kata penanda dalam kurung sebelum, setelah, karena, sejak, agar, meskipun, meskipun, kapanpun, dimanapun, apakah, sementara, meskipun. Dan yang nomor kedua konjungsi. Dalam kurung dan, atau, tetapi, namun. Klausa dependent harus digabungkan ke klausa lain untuk menghindari membuat fragmen kalimat. For example, because I forgot my homework. This is a sentence fragment. We have a because, but not a why, or anything accompanying and following what happened because they forgot. Because I forgot my homework, I got sent home. Here, the error is corrected. I got sent home is an independent clause. I is the subject, got is the verb, sent home is the object. A complete to is expressed. In bahasa, karena saya lupa pekerjaan rumah saya, ini adalah potongan kalimat. Kami memiliki karena, tetapi tidak mengapa, atau apapun yang menyertai dan mengikuti apa yang terjadi. Karena mereka lupa. Karena saya lupa pekerjaan rumah saya disuruh pulang. Di sini kesalahan diperbaiki. Saya dikirim pulang. Adalah klausa independen. Saya adalah subjeknya. Mendapat adalah kata kerjanya. Dikirim pulang adalah objeknya. Pikiran yang lengkap diungkapkan. Dependent clause can become more complex if we add subjects, objects, and modifying phrase. For example, Jim, who likes books, read books. Jim is the subject. Who likes to read is a dependent clause that modifies Jim. It contains like, which is a verb. Read is a verb. A book is the object. Like independent clause, a dependent clause can also be complex. The important thing to remember is that the dependent clause does not stand on its own as a complete to. In bahasa, klausa dependent dapat menjadi lebih kompleks jika kita menambahkan subjek, objek, dan frasa modifikasi. Contohnya, Jim yang suka buku, membaca buku. Jim adalah subjeknya. Siapa yang suka membaca adalah klausa dependent yang memodifikasi. Ini berisi suka yang merupakan kata kerja. Membaca adalah kata kerja. Buku adalah objeknya. Seperti klausa independen, klausa dependent juga bisa kompleks. Yang penting untuk diingat adalah bahwa klausa dependent tidak berdiri sendiri sebagai pemikiran yang lengkap. Next. Okay, there are any question from me, and I want all of you, to answer the question now. And I will give you 3 minutes to answer the question. The time start now.
Mister, tugas itu ditulis di kolom komentar ya?
Oh, enggak. Tugasnya langsung dijawab sekarang dengan berbicara. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. 1 minute left.
Me, sir.
Me, sir.
Wait. The time is not up. Give your friend time to think answer. Berikan teman kalian sejenak.
I want to answer number 1. So, an independent clause is a clause that can stand on its own by itself. That's correct, sir?
Yes, Dwi. Right. Thank you, Dwi, for answer number 1. Okay, next for number 2. Who want to answer?
Me, sir.
Sandi, Mister.
Please, you. Cindy.
I want to try to answer number 2.
Oh,
Give me one example of independent clause. The ceremony started at 7 a.m.
Repeat, pardon, please.
The ceremony started at 7 p.m.
Wow, nice try, Cindy. That's good.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, next for number 3. Who want to answer?
Sandi, Mister.
Okay, Sandy, please. It's your turn.
A dependent clause is a clause that does not express a complete thought.
Pardon, I think my signal is there.
A dependent clause is a clause that does not express a complete thought.
That's enough. That's enough, Sandy.
Enough, Mister.
Oh, all right. That's great answer. Thank you, Sandy. Okay, for the last question, who want to answer?
Ani WP.
What? I'm your teacher. All right, Annie. Please share your answer.
Give me one example of dependent clause. The example is, my sister was sleeping when I came home last night.
Wow, nice. Great.
Thank you.
That's correct, Annie. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, thank you for joining my class, but wait until I close this meeting. I want to say some word maybe. Okay, all right, guys. Our material in the end now. I say thank you to all of participants who joined this class. I really thank you. And before we close this class, I want to all of you open your camera. Can you? Can you open your camera because I want to take some picture for our memories. I think for documentation. Please open your camera, and if there is you can open your camera, it's okay. So there are no, whoa, Mr. Sandy, you look handsome. Okay, that's okay because there are no student can open the camera. I will take some picture like this. Okay, it's done. Okay, again I say thank you to all of you who joined this class, and I do apologize if there are any mistake when I deliver the material. Okay, because this class open with Panganjali and I will close with Paramasanti. Om Santi 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 Om. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
Nice. Bye bye. Goodbye.
Welcome.